Please join me in welcoming Karen Hobert, Research Director, Content Insights and Experience at Gartner Research.
Thank you, Melissa. Welcome to the prognostication part of the keynote. Seriously, every year at Gartner, we do annual predictions around tech markets. It's based on data and client inquiry and even just trends we hear from vendors such as Laserfiche. And we build these predictions to use as guiding principles, not only for our research writing, but more importantly, for our readers to be able to make technology decisions for the future. Before I get into exactly what our predictions are for the upcoming, say, 3 or 4 years with content services, I wanted to give you a sense of how we look at content services, a bit of a framework for our predictions. The first lens is through what we call the digital workplace. And this involves employee engagement and agility in consumerized working environments, so the business strategies and the capabilities that you offer to your employees so they can get their work done. The second lens we look at is the architecture, how information and systems and technologies are deployed, where the information is stored, and even the programmability and extensibility of the ecosystems that you build. And the third area is around intelligence, the smarts that we put into our systems that help to leverage the enterprise content and solve business problems. Technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, and analytics, and all of those things that you can pull together to enable your knowledge management. Let's start with the digital workplace. Our first prediction is by 2020, 20% of major enterprise file sync and share and enterprise content management vendors will morph their existing offerings into content services platforms. So what does this mean? Why should we care? Well, this is really a fundamental shift in how we think about creating and using enterprise content. We're moving away from the monolithic system where we command and control our content to literally how content is used across systems, processes, and even among workers. And it's built around new ways of working, mobility, social, and other semantically oriented ways of finding information. So what can you do about that? Well, first, understand that in digital business transformation, enterprise content plays an integral role. The access, creation, and use are really the primary objectives of a digital transformation. And second, you can start to support modern working styles, and that includes new devices, new content types for being able to work with and share enterprise content. Our prediction for architecture. By 2019, the current enterprise content management market will evolve into purpose-built, cloud-based content solutions and content services applications. So why should we care about this? This really represents the expansion of enterprise content across and beyond your organizational boundaries. The repository has become a commodity. It's no longer a single place. It's about bringing all that fragmented information and content types and resources together to drive business solutions. And it represents an imperative for IT to deliver simple process-driven solutions and mobilized and seamless interaction with information regardless where the person is working or what tools they're working with. And it also represents an evolution of the content services platform into content hubs and ecosystems. So what can you do about it? Look for ways to broker, service, and store enterprise content in ways that enable business outcomes. Look for systems that offer open integration and seamless interfaces with other important solutions that people use to get work done. And select easier to deploy and package solutions so there's more ability for you to deliver the kind of services that people need to work with. Our last prediction is around the intelligence. By 2018, 15% of workers will rely on proactive services to discover, organize, and contextualize information. So what does this mean to the enterprise? This really is an opportunity to create more effective ways to deliver the right information to the right person at the right time. And we need emergent technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, conversational agents, chatbots to help enable this. It gives us more opportunities also to drive business value for not only the enterprise, but individuals, groups, and even people outside of the organization. It makes content findable, relevant, and knowable. And it also creates consistent experiences that are interactive and semantic. So what can you do about this? Really, it's about driving business value. And so you need to structure your content and metadata across all your resources. But have some fun. Experiment with technologies for how content gets generated, or even how people can access with the content or curate it for their own needs. And don't forget, it's about individuals as well as groups as well as the enterprise. So getting back to the predictions, what I predict for you is that you will begin to evolve your content services strategies that will support more consumer-like working styles, devices, and different content types. I also expect that you'll be taking a more services management approach that will broker, service, and store enterprise content regardless of where it is managed. And you will be able to automate and enhance the creation, access, and usage of all content using emergent artificial intelligence technologies. If any of this or all of this makes sense to you, then you are absolutely in the right place. Thank you so much for listening to me this morning, and I'll hand you back to Melissa.